My dear brothers and sisters, today let us reflect a beautiful question which remains in our heart. Why Jesus died? According to the beautiful narrations of the church, Jesus died for us. Jesus died because he wanted to be fidel to his Father's. They want to be obedient until his death to his Father. He wants to give new life for us. Jesus gave his body and blood so that we live better. We always have a better life. These are the beautiful sayings that's given by church. But now, let us listen to them. The false testimony that was prepared by the Jewish priest for Jesus to die. The first thing is, they were accusing him that he said that he will destroy the temple. The second thing, they were saying that he was owning that he is the Son of God and he is the Messiah. The third thing, they were telling that he was making a lot of blasphemy. And the fourth thing, they were telling that Jesus was against the Roman government and making a lot of confusion among the people. And the fifth thing, they were telling that Jesus against the nations of the Jews. And sixth thing, they were telling that Jesus was not respecting the chief priest who has to be respected according to the Jewish traditions. And finally, the chief priest got angry because Jesus said, at the time and the day of the judgment, he will be at the right hand of the Father. And they were also telling that Jesus was against all the traditions and the laws of the Jews. And the laws of the Jews, in sense, the laws of God. That's what the reasons, and they created a false testimony. But now let us read very carefully the text and get to know what was the reason. What was the reason? And I could see that Jesus died because of the jealous of the chief priest, the governor, and a few of the Jews. Jesus died because he was betrayed by his own disciple. He was betrayed by his own people. Jesus died because the Jewish priest and the governor were among. Jesus died because of the false testimony prepared by the Jewish chief priest and governor. Jesus died because of the self-interest of Judah, his disciples, and the chief priest and governor. Jesus died because of the incapacity of the disciples and the chief priest and the governor. Jesus died because of the false condemnations made by the chief priest and the governor and the people. Jesus died because of the promises that were making in the name of God by the chief priest, by the governor, by the people. Jesus died because the chief priest, the governor, and a few of the council were not able to accept the truth and the justice. Jesus died because the chief priest and the governors made use of the ignorance of the disciples and the poor people. Jesus, because the chief priest and the governors made use of the incapacity of the people and the disciples. They made use of the name of God in order to make a false testimony. Jesus died because the pretension of the Jewish priest and the governor and disciples. Jesus died because of the covetousness of the disciples. Jesus died because Judah did not have the forgiveness of God. Jesus died because his own people, his own disciples, his own people who are supposed to support him, guide him, accept him, they forsook him. Jesus died because the fear of the chief priests, because of the fear of the governor, fear of the people, fear of the disciples. Jesus died because of the merciless soldiers, the chiefs and the governors. Jesus died because the people whom he loved, for whom he walked, they all left him, abandoned him. Now, let's ask a question. Where I am standing? Am I a disciple? Am I a people among the people? Or am I a chief priest who were making false testimony? Who were not able to accept the truth and just? Am I the governor who is a coward? Where I am? In what way I contribute to the death of Jesus? Let us reflect and ask God's pardon and forgiveness.